Let's now talk about the LinkedIn optimization. That is one of my favorite parts because I personally love LinkedIn and I think it's it can really support you in your career. It can really boost you and like give you the visibility that you need. What a lot of people don't talk about is the SSI, which is the social selling index. It's very much used for commercial like sales and marketing roles, or even like for business development, but not from a career perspective. And I really want to talk to you about that because if you go to LinkedIn SSI, you're gonna see your index and you're gonna see what is the level of it. I think it goes up to 100. So if you are at 30 or 40, it means that you have a lot to improve, and it's going to give you some pointers and things that you can do to really improve your social selling index. And those are very relevant information for you to understand if you're being marketable or not. It basically, this tool that it compares you with other peers, other people that have similar profile to you in the same region, that have the same type of skills. And it basically says, okay, so I have all these people, same profile, same idea, same background, but how this LinkedIn profile rank over the other? So if you are someone who engages on LinkedIn, who talks to people, who sends messages, who replies to messages, yes, you replying to a message, even if it's a scam, it counts, right? Because the algorithm understands that you are relevant, that you're right there, that you are alive in the tool. And that's what we need. I'm going to talk a little bit further just on LinkedIn engagement and things that you got to do. But the most important thing that I really want you to think here is, one, check your social selling index. I really would like for us to understand that. What we understand is that a person who has a SSI that is higher, they have 30% more chances of being reviewed by a recruiter. And that's what we want. So you don't need to pay LinkedIn Premium. You don't need to do anything of that. If you follow all these engagement tactics that I'm sharing with you, and if you do the right things on your LinkedIn, you will be considered at the top of the rank. Remember my client that I was mentioning earlier on, that we did her LinkedIn optimization? Well, this client received an email from a recruiter saying that, she appeared in more than 3 searches that they did, that he had to reach out to her. So basically what happened is that the way that we position her LinkedIn, it had the amount of right keywords to her area that it didn't matter how they were doing the search, she would always come up, always. So in all searches, her name came up, in one of the top candidates. And that's the thing. We want your name to show up, not just show up in page 20. We want your name to show up on page 1, right? And how do we do that? By optimizing your LinkedIn. So again, a few things that we mentioned. We mentioned SSI, right? So ensure that you have a good SSI. And if you don't, let's ensure that you're doing the right tactics and engagement to increase your level. Second thing, your photos. Both your profile and your banner, they speak highly about you, and they have a 14, if you do have good profile pictures and banners, and banner picture, you have 14 times more chances of being reviewed by a recruiter on LinkedIn. So what does that mean? On your profile picture, we want a picture that is professional, that you are looking at the camera or slightly on the side, but you have a slight smile. We don't want it to be like super, social, but you want to be looking like, I'm friendly, you can come talk to me. That's what you want. A lot of people like those power poses, and just like very serious and all that. Like, it depends if that matches your personality, right? If that's the type of image that you want to put out there, fine, that's no problem. But Instagram pictures, pictures that are in your camera that you just took this past weekend, no. it has to be a profile, like a professional picture. It does not need to be taken by a professional, by all means. That's not the case. I'm just saying that it needs to be, sitting in a nice environment, in a sober manner. And your banner picture, that's the chance that you have to keep selling yourself. So remember what I just mentioned about, the system and the recruiters reading from top to bottom, left to right. Your banner is the first thing on your LinkedIn, even before your profile picture, right? The banner is right there. So this is the opportunity for you to put something related to what you do, right? So in my case, because I have my company, so I have the company logo and I have the company name. But let's say that, before that, for example, I had the background of the Toronto skyline. What does that mean? Like, it means that I'm based out of Toronto. That's the type of role that I'm looking for, is in Toronto, downtown, things like that. That's the image that I'm putting right there. Let's say that you are, a scientist, or that you are a data scientist, and that you work in the area. So you can put something like AI related, you can put something like data science related in the banner. So it can be something related to what you do, but it can also be a location that you are, or something that represents you. But use that wisely. It's always important. If you do have questions, come in and talk to me. A lot of clients, they send me, Marina, I have those options, what do you think? And then we have to think, what is the message and what is the branding? Like, what do you want to put out there? And that would be the most important thing for us to think about it. So, okay. So having the photos, banner, and profile. Now let's talk about the headline. Again, top to bottom, left to right. Those are the three first things that you see. Profile, banner photo of your profile, and the headline. The headline is this little text it's right below of your profile picture. And it basically, the standard is just your current position. That's how LinkedIn sets up, right? But we don't need that. So your current position doesn't really say a lot about you. And because we need to optimize, we need to put a lot of keywords. So for example, if you are in HR, we want to ensure that we're putting all the keywords related to HR that are aligned to you and to your experience. Let's say that you're an expert. So for example, right there, I would say LinkedIn expert, HR professional, specialist in career. Right there, I have HR, I have career, I have LinkedIn. Those are the things. This is how I want to be seen. This is how I want to be perceived. And those are things that we're going to talk. Again, me and my team are going to do that for you. But every time that you have, a new skill, or do you really want to call attention to something, you can always change your headline in order to show and to focus on where you want people to draw their attention to. So that's really important. And those are just a few things on your LinkedIn that you can optimize. But there are many other things. On the skills list, for example, you can really optimize the way that you type, the way that you have your skills, and actually ask people to endorse you. Once you have your skills list updated with relevant skills to your area, just ask people, everyone, mom, dad, friends, colleagues, everyone, to just go there and just like. When they like a skill, it's an endorsement, and it's just gonna be, adding numbers to the skills. So if a recruiter is doing a research on, let's say, career coaching, right? And if they specifically look for career coaching, whoever on LinkedIn, in that region, with the requirements that they have, has the most endorsements for that skills, they're gonna come and they're gonna be ranking up in their search. So that's super important. And again, a lot of people do not know that. And it's important for you to ask people to endorse you. Because again, it doesn't matter if you have a great LinkedIn that is just optimized, I'll hand it to you, just like, let's go. Add it to your LinkedIn, everything's gonna be optimized. But if you don't use it, If you don't do the engagement necessary on LinkedIn every single day, you're not gonna, you basically have a Ferrari in your garage and it's parked. You're not doing anything with this. It's covered and you're not doing anything with this. So we need to use it. And how do we use it? What do I mean by LinkedIn engagement? What I mean is 5 minutes every day, at least 5 minutes, okay? You're gonna set up an alarm right now. You're gonna have 5 to 10 minutes every single day to go to your LinkedIn and engage. What does it mean engage? Like, comment, share, write a post, reply to messages, again, even the ones that are scams. And you just say, no thanks. It doesn't matter. The algorithm of LinkedIn just needs to know that you're alive. It needs to know that you are a person that is actively talking and connecting with people on LinkedIn. When I say that you need to like and comment, it's very similar to Instagram. I'm sure you use Instagram. And if you don't, I can share that with you. The more that you comment and you like someone's profile and content, the more that is going to show to you. And that's exactly what we want. We want for you to be in everyone's face. That's basically what we want. And for you to be right there at the top of the ranks, we need you to be active on LinkedIn. We need you to be someone who is commenting. And it's not just like, oh, great job, or, oh, love that, congrats. Like, add some thoughtful comments. If you are reading an article related to something about your industry, just go and, think about something that you can add to that topic, contribute to the network, because that is the power of LinkedIn. When someone sees your comment on a post, you don't even need to be in my network. You can be my second or third degree connection. Your comment is still going to show up for me, and I can be like, oh, I like this comment. I can click on that person and I can go to their profile and then reach out to them. We need to increase the chances of being seen. We need to increase the chances of being seen passively. And what do I mean by passively? It's not you applying to a role. It's someone coming and finding you. And again, how do we do that? By engaging on LinkedIn. So again, I want you to set up time, every single day. That is non-negotiable. You gotta be there and you gotta be, posting. If you wanna write articles or write a post, that's even better. Or you can just, start slow. Maybe just repost something and repost with your thoughts. That's gonna be great enough. And that's a great start. And that's really what we need for now.